Hi, this is David Brow. I've been selling real estate for close to 10 years. Our team of highly trained professionals, along with our marketing plan, has sold hundreds of homes all over Fort Wayne, and this is how we do it. Hey, it's Dave Brow, and I am here with Warren Barnes. Warren is one of our newest agents here at Anthony Realtors. Warren got his license earlier this year in 2019, and he transitioned from another industry. Warren, where'd you come from? Tell me a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so before I got into real estate, I was actually a software developer for about 2.5 years. That's what I went to school for at IPFW. I got a bachelor's of science degree in, I guess, software engineering and computer science. So that's where I was at before I got into real estate.
Okay, and you did that for how long?
I was a software developer for 2.5 years.
Okay, nice. With a local company here in Fort Wayne.
Yep,
Yep,
local company, about
awesome.
100 employees.
Okay, and so of course, if you transitioned out of that, there was probably some things that you didn't like about that, or that you thought real estate would be better for you. What are some of the reasons why you got into real estate?
Well, I did love the career that I came from, but I always felt like there was potentially something more. And being at a younger stage in my life, I didn't want to have regrets down the road of not taking an opportunity to maybe find something that I enjoy even more.
Mm,
So I figured there was never a better time than now to jump into something that I had a little bit of a passion for the last 2 or 3 years, which was real estate. I've
mm,
been watching webinars on real estate investing and the whole industry. So I decided to get my license in of, June of 2018, and
mm,
then I finally got my license in March, and I've been, doing the real estate full time for the last month or so.
mm-hmm. Um, and what have some of your challenges been since you've gotten into real estate?
I would say my biggest challenge at first was generating leads. I mean, when you come into kind of a sales business and
Mm,
you don't have any customers, you need to start from ground zero. So at first, my biggest issue was generating leads and knowing where to find customers. But um, I don't think that's really my issue anymore.
mm.
Now it's more of a matter of time management and, how I'm able to manage all the leads that I do have and the clients that I am working with.
Yeah. How are you getting your leads?
Well, we do have a great, team lead program here at the company. So I get probably a majority from that avenue, but I've also been door knocking and working my sphere a little bit, and referrals. So, I mean, I use any source that I can to find clients right now.
Okay. Have there been any surprises to you since you got in real estate? Maybe like um, the time it takes to just nurture a lead, the sales process, just anything in general that maybe you didn't think of, that haven't gotten to real estate and um, started here, that you just like, wow, it just didn't dawn on me.
I wouldn't say I've had any surprises. I'm sort of the type of person that expects the unexpected, so there's not much that surprises me, and I pretty much just take things as they come.
Nice. Well, good. Um, So you got your license in March of this year. We are at the tail end of July 2019. And you've had some early successes, which has been really fun to watch. Um, so June, I think, is when you became full-time in real estate. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So so you got your license in March, said, I remember you were trying to think, when would be the right time for me to maybe jump in full time, but June happened and you got licensed and started full time. Um, since then, you've had two closings. You have two pending transactions already, and you got one listing that I saw just this weekend. You put it on the market, sold in like 24 hours. So two sales, two pendings. Well, actually, that's three pendings now, right? So you have three pendings. You
Yeah,
got.
last time we talked about this, it was on Friday, but now
Mhm.
being Monday, a lot has changed. So I'll update those numbers for you. But I have two closed deals. 3 pending deals. One of those pending is my listing that I went live with on Thursday. And now I have 2 more listings, one that I got yesterday and then one today.
That's awesome, man. That is, you're on a trajectory to do very, very well. That's way better than the average real estate agent in their first, 3 months. So that's awesome. I'm really happy for you.
Thank
Your
you.
goal this year is to finish out the year at 2.5 million sold volume. So you've got, about a half a year to finish that. What do you think? Do you think you can still achieve that goal?
Oh, absolutely. I don't set goals to not achieve them. I like lofty goals,
Okay.
but I like smart goals as well. So I want them
hmm
to be achievable.
hmm
So yeah, I think I can achieve that goal.
Okay. And then I know you have going further out past this year. I know you have some pretty ambitious goals for just your production. I know investing is something that's important to you. So how are you going to just finish out this year to get your goals? Are you going to continue to work on company generated leads? Are you going to continue to do your own prospecting? What are some things that you are going to do to kind of carry your business to finish out this year and then, to meet your future goals?
So I'd say I'm about 40% of the way to my goal right now. If you consider my closed and pendings, I'm at about 870,000. But then including my listings, I'm a little over a million. So that means 1.5 million left to go. And to accomplish that, I'm mainly going to do it. Well, my primary goal right now is to finish door knocking my neighborhood. I've probably went around door to door probably 60% of my neighborhood of over 300 homes. So I'd
hmm
like to finish that out maybe by the end of this month. But other than that, I mean, it's every lead source that I can get. My sphere, referrals, team leads, open houses, talking to people at the grocery store. I mean,
Nice.
it's all about conversations. So
Yep.
I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Nice. So in other words, you're pretty much going to crush your goal. Just listening
Uh,
to,
that's
that.
one way of putting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So what's it like to door knock? I personally have not used door knocking as a lead source for my own business. I kind of built my business on just farming a certain area, and I know that door knocking is a part of farming. It's just something that I never did. And you've had some success with that so far. What's that like for you? What's the process of door knocking?
So at first, I was door knocking for a particular set of clients that I had. They were looking for a very specific home. They'd been looking for 18 months. So I was going door to door specifically for them, even specific addresses that they requested, looking for the perfect home for them. But now we found them the home that they're happy with. They closed a couple weeks ago. So now I've moved my efforts over to door knocking my own neighborhood, so that way I can be a dominant listing agent in my corner of Fort Wayne.
Mhm.
And yeah, just going door to door, letting people know that I'm here to serve their real estate needs. If that's knowing their home's value, um, you know, maybe trends in the industry, or even if they want to sell their home, I want to be able to help them with whatever they need.
So what's the nature of the conversation you're having with them? You're educating them maybe on what's going on in their neighborhood, seeing if they know if they want to move? I mean, is that pretty much it? You're just trying to see if there's any opportunities that just might not be available
Well, that
on
comes
the
later in
MLS?
the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, primarily, I want to introduce myself. And in my neighborhood, I let everyone know that I recently bought a home uh,
Mm-hmm.
kind of in the middle of the neighborhood. Um, and then from there, I just let them know that we have monthly market reports. That'll let them know what homes have sold in the area, the price they sold for, the address, so they can keep a better idea of their home's value. And if they know of anyone that's looking to buy or sell, I can happily help them. Or if down the road they're looking to sell their home, I'm going to be a neighborhood expert, so I'll probably be able to do that a little bit better than some other agents.
Yeah, nice. Way to go out there and uncover opportunities that the average real estate agent simply would be too scared or would be, for lack of a better word, just too lazy to pursue. And that you said that you were trying to find opportunities for a client you had, a buyer client. In this market, the inventory is so tight that just waiting on the MLS for properties to come up. It's just a very passive way to do it, but you're getting out there, you are being intentional, you're going out there and trying to find opportunities and listings. So that's awesome. That is, there's two ways you can get leads. You can write checks, and you can, I forget what they say, sweat, you can do the work, and you're choosing to do that. It's free. It's just your time. That's awesome. So what would you say to any person who is thinking about getting into real estate?
I would say it's never too early to start learning the contracts and, start working with a company before you get your license. I learned that from Brian Casella on YouTube. He mentioned that, the earlier you can learn those things before you get your contract or before you get your license, it prepares you. So the day you get your license, you can get started. So I think I could have done a better job of knowing the contracts early on. And don't just read them and go through them, fill them out, do almost like a hypothetical situation, do it completely through by yourself several times, and then have someone that knows what they're doing with the contracts, check it over, talk to you about it. So that way, when you do get a client that's ready to write a home, you can do it like the back of your hand.
Right. That makes sense. What would you say to somebody who is thinking about joining, say, Anthony Realtors, or just thinking about making a change with their current brokerage? Like, what are some things that you would tell them?
I would tell them to follow your heart and follow your mind. I think Anthony Realtors has a unique vibe, and you can see that with our clients. Like, people say it on their way out of our meetings, is that I like your guys' feng shui and your meeting and the vibe that you're putting out. And I mean, it's a special place. Like, I don't want to go into a corporate office and have that kind of life. Like, I want a place that's like open, all the windows, and we're downtown where things are alive and stuff is happening. And I like the company's philosophies and how it's about serving people. So that's what I'm happy with about Anthony Realtors, and I think a lot of other people would appreciate as well.
Thanks. Well, that is all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for your time today. I know you are a busy person, and it's going to be fun watching you in your career. You're already doing good things, and I think the future is very bright for you. So, Warren, I will talk to you later, and thanks again.
Sure thing. Thanks, Dave. See ya.
Mm-hmm.